Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for International Iron Man issue 1. And before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a couple updates. Of course, I have Comic Uno episode 138, and that show will review all the comics I read this week in one show. And here are the exclusive comics. We have Grim Fairy Tales issue 120, 8 Seal issue 4, Lords of the Jungle issue 1, Santira the Goddess Kiss issue 1, Titan's Hunt issue 6, Huck, issue 5. Batman and Robin, Eternal, issue 24. Poison Ivy, issue 3. Injustice, Gods Among Us, issue 6. Black Canary, issue 9. All New X-Men, issue 6. Silk, issue 6. Captain Marvel, issue 3. Extraordinary X-Men, issue 8. And Power Man and Iron Fist, issue 2. So if you want to go check out all those reviews, go to Comic Uno, episode 138, which is annotated. But let's start talking about International Iron Man issue 1. A book that I was pretty excited for, especially because of the cover. I was interested to see why Mary Jane was becoming a secret agent. I really do like Bendis' writing. I know he's more of I want to say you either love him or hate him type writer, but I love his writing. He's one of my favorite writers, and I've been enjoying his Iron Man run for the most part, and excited to see what he does with the second series. So, beautiful cover here. We didn't really get to see all the characters, so it's a little misleading. You don't really get to see Mary Jane in this issue, but you do get introduced to that character on the right there, or whatever. I can't say left or right, because it might be my right and it's not yours. But the one with the black hair. So, there you go. That's the cover. Pretty cool. And the interior artwork, I would say you get used to. At first, when I first opened it up, honestly, some of the, I guess, crowd scenes seemed a little rushed. I didn't really like how much lines they put on their faces, but I really do think the artwork improved as the issue went on. It got neater, especially once you got into those lighter scenes. I thought really cool, pretty pictures here, pretty panels. And I liked the design, and I guess the coloring. I like the yellow coloring in the back. In the back, had some really good action in this issue too. So, like I said, the artwork kind of improved. But the thing I didn't really like was how Tony looked as a teen/college student. It didn't really look like Tony. I thought they could have done a better design for Tony as a young child. The long hair just did not fit him. But, I mean, the dialogue worked. It sounded like Tony. It just didn't look like him. Now, let's see if I enjoyed the story. So, in this issue, we get to see, we see Iron Man, or, you know, Tony as a college student, meeting this girl who has a bunch of bodyguards next to her, because she's also kind of this socialite type character, but you find out she's badass. She can, like, punch people, and she totally doesn't need bodyguards. But it seems like they have somewhat of a chemistry here with Tony and her, and they go out, and she says, "Hey, I'm really close to my family. You close to your family?" And he says, "Not really, but you know, I'll meet with your family if you want, if that's the way to go out with each other." So they do, and of course, something happens when they exit the restaurant. We see Hydra shot the family, and it looked like the father died and mother was still alive, and Tony was able to save the day. But what's big is that Tony killed somebody in that scene, but also did Cassandra too, who's the new character introduced. So you see that she kind of goes down this dark path also to save Tony. And that was definitely a big page in general. And then we have a really cool transition where Tony is unconscious, and then you see him unconscious in present, and then you have the love interest, who has now a patch on her eye, being the villain. Like, how does she end up there? I really enjoyed this issue. It's something that, honestly, I did not expect at all when I opened it up and finished the issue. I'm like, oh, I didn't expect that to be International Iron Man. But I think it worked. I'm glad the whole issue took this backstory of this girl that you really didn't know and made you interested in the character, because it seems like she will be a main character, and she's a character I'm totally interested in following. I want to know how she got an eye patch, how she became that character of this socialite who had bodyguards around her. Is it because she killed someone? And how her relationship between her and Tony was so strained. They seem to like each other a lot. And how Mary Jane is mixed up in all this. But supposedly the story is a lot about Iron Man's parents, his real parents also, so I guess I'm interested in that. Well, I didn't really read that story with with Gillen's run, because I didn't really like that run of Iron Man, but we'll see how it works out. But I enjoyed this issue a lot, even though I thought it was very different and something I didn't expect. It was kind of a good different, and like I said, I enjoyed the story, and I think it was necessary to learn more about this character, and I enjoyed it. So, it's International Iron Man issue 1 actually gets 4.5 stars. I had a really good time reading it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later.